Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video we are hopefully we're going to get to stage 75. So at the moment we're at stage 75. So at the moment we are on stage 51 and we're just going to progress all the way through to the Stormlord. Now what I want to do is try and do this as free to play as possible using free to play teams or relatively free to play teams. So what we're going to do, jump in. And let's see what we need. I think it's Mystifiers. Yep, Mystifiers. So let's go ahead and build a Mystifiers team. Now, we'll pop in one. Well, okay. We can't use him. However, what we can do is we can try this team. So this is a Soul Eaters team, funny enough. And then what you need to do is you add in other units. So you could add in these two. And in this, you would get your Mystifier's trial bonus, but also have the Soul Eater synergy. Now, again, if you don't have Mulan, you can pop in any of the other Mystifiers. So if we popped in Sandra, for example, that would still retain the Soul Eater's buff, but it would also give you the Mystifier's proc as well. So I think that team would be absolutely fine, but what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and we'll build a basic Mystifiers team and just see whether or not that team can pass through. So we'll pop you in, and then if we pop in Lancelot as well, let's pop you in the front, and let's just go ahead, change up our relics. So quick deploy, and we have got these relics here. I don't think we'll need taunt, don't think we'll need stun. We won't need speed. Speed is quite an important factor, but I think we can go better. So we'll pop in these here. And then we've got 3 more, so we can go ahead and pop in reflect rate, effect accuracy. That's the one we want. We want effect accuracy, and we also want max attack as well, wherever you've gone. You up here? Yeah, there you are. So go max attack, and then, yeah, that'll be absolutely fine. We're going to keep this relic in, the key, just because it is what it is. Now, what we can do is we can have a look at... Hold on. I think bow is probably your best bet, but let's try this one first. Let's try it first. Let's try this, and then you can pop in... you can pop in Hand of Tyr if you've got no other Chrono relics, but again, I still think the Knight's Edge is best for this particular setup. So let's go ahead and see. Now, I'm not too sure how well this team's going to do. Might do really well, might not do well at all. So we'll find out. Now, I do have my Mystifiers up to... So the seasonal Mystifiers, I have up to Legendary +1. So it should be quite achievable for a few people, maybe not everybody, just because it is, again, you'd need to get a lot of sweeps in order to get the majority of your teams up to Legendary. I've managed it because I've been buying all of the sweeps non-stop. So there we go, shields down there, and we get the minus attack as well. The thing that does it is this relic right here, or this artifact right here. Plus we've got increase the attack of all Mystifiers. So it looks like they're doing a ton of damage to our teams here. We do heal back a little bit, but we are also doing a lot of damage to them as well. So again, we've got sort of very low powered units in Franz, and Emily's okay. Emily's quite good. You can use her on a lot of endgame teams, but she's just super weak to... yeah, perfect. So Lancelot will double, and he's doing 109 million. Looks quite good actually. A big miss there, quite an important miss, I would say. Yeah, that would have taken us out. That would have taken at least Dullahan out here. Now, again, it's the corrode mechanic that's doing so much damage here. If, say for example, we were running a Soul Eaters team, what I'll do is I will run a Soul Eaters Mystifiers team. I'd found that in order to beat PvP, PvE, the best teams to use are the Soul Eaters, well, the seasonal synergies, specifically for this type of, oof, that's a shame. Okay, alright. It is what it is. So they do gain a lot of health back. We also apply a lot of corrode damage as well on there. So that's Themis down. We do get the defense reduction. We apply control stacks, damage immunity stacks as well, or damage immunity reduction. So we are getting in there for quite a bit of damage. They do gain the shield, and it looks like, yeah, unfortunate as it is, this team, it's just not good enough. So we're going to try adding Astrid in. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe Franz can, clear the deal, but maybe not. Holy shield stacks, saving our, saving our bacon there. Yeah, so that's okay. That's all right. Maybe we're holding out. This is quite interesting. See whether or not Franz can do it all by himself. Yeah, looks like he can. Those Holy Shield stacks from the book really paying off there. So we do get stacks of Holy Shield every time that book kicks off. Very powerful. So Franz here clinching it for us. I did not expect to beat that stage with that team, but it is doable. So let's take out. Let's try that Soul Eaters team that I was talking about. So again, what you can do, we pop in here, and we will try popping in Bastet, and then we'll add in 2 more Soul Eaters. I think the most common DD Soul Eaters will be Win and potentially Arcadina as well. And then we can go to Mystifiers, and we'll pop in the Mystifier that you should have. Everybody should have a copy of Astrid. We'll pop Astrid in. Now, hold on.
Moonlight's too bright. I need to turn it off.
Who has her runes? Nyx. There. Right. I think I was doing some experimenting with the Valianters team. There we go. And final one. Very good. Can we purify this? Yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Right, okay, so let's power through. And again, we'll use the same relics, same artifacts, and we'll just see how powerful this team really is. So this is 4 Soul Eaters. We still get the damage reduction because we do have 3 Mystifiers on the team. If you don't have Mulan to play into this synergy, but we'll just see how well this team does. What's going to happen is 2 of our units are going to disappear. They will be absorbed by Lancelot. Lancelot will then apply attack debuffs. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is going to be so much easier than just doing it with your typical Mystifiers. Plus, we have 75% damage reduction as well. Again, it's just, you need to play into the seasonal synergies in every team that you build. So with this one, for example, we did have our Mystifiers here to get the damage reduction, but we used the Soul Eaters synergy on top. So as you can see, we've only got 4 there, and then it gets even stronger the more Soul Eaters you use. So let's go ahead and pop in the 2 Soul Eaters. So let's pop in these 2 here. And then what we're going to do is just see how powerful 5 Soul Eaters is. But instead, what we're going to do is pop you in, and then we'll go with Knights. In fact, no, we're going to go with Key. So Key is the most recent relic to be released. This really needs to get up to 5 stars, I believe, for it to work effectively. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon for anybody, especially not me. But I think eventually over the course of the next 6 months, we're going to be able to get it up to 5 stars. It's going to become a lot better. A lot better. So, yep, there we go. That's Hades absorbing the rest of the enemies here. We don't get as much, but he is doing 15. He's doing a lot of damage, and he's just absorbed another of the units as well. That's his Soul Eater ability, kicking in. We do apply the burn, we do apply the lower attack. He's just doing tremendous damage, even on a basic. The reason that he's attacking back, by the way, is because of the Protectors synergy. So I've played into Protectors synergy on this. I've got 4 Protectors, 4 Protectors and Mulan. again, he is a fantastic unit. But if you don't have him, you can always pop Mulan in here, and you can go with another of the Soul Eaters, potentially even Dahlia or Cleo. Does that work? Yes, it does. So we get the Soul Eaters here. If you have Cleo, you should be popping Cleo in the middle of this slot. Let me just show you why. So Cleo here, even at 6 stars, she will be absolutely fantastic. And I want to show this off and just show you exactly why I think she's absolutely busted in this synergy. So much so that I use her a lot within my PvP teams on a Soul Eater synergy. So here you go. It doesn't look like we're doing as much damage as when Lancelot was in the middle, but she's doing just about as much damage as Hades was. Even though she's 7 stars, she doesn't have her final passive kicked in. But what we want to see is what happens when Cleo does her ultimate attack, or at least when she powers up the team using her ultimate. How much damage are we going to do to these enemies? It's got to be gross. It's got to be really gross. So there you go. Attack of the team up, and Bastet is going to one-shot all of these enemies. Yep, that number on screen is correct. You saw Bastet do 94,000 million. Oh, it's just broken. Just broken. So yeah, a lot you can do playing around with this team, with the Mystifiers specifically, because of this artifact. If you don't have a copy of this artifact by now, you should pick it up. So increases the duration of debuffs applied by allies by 100% rounds, and the stack limit for corrode effect as well. So basically, you will get 5 stacks of corrode when 1 stack is applied. Really good, really powerful. Same with all debuffs. All debuffs. That's lowering attack. That is bind, I think, as well counts as a debuff. A lot of different ways you can play this. You can even have Mulan in the middle. You would have 4 Mystifiers and as well. Yeah, it's just crazy. So let's even take out Gwyn, and let's pop in Hades here again. If you do need to counter Minotaur, absolutely fine here. So in fact, let's take out Hades. Let's pop in Minotaur, and we'll pop Lancelot in the middle. And then let's see. Let's just see if we can kill these units very quickly. Hopefully Cleo will survive as well. That'd be nice. But at least survive the Soul Eaters effect. So we apply that corrode to the enemies. And then we've got both Minotaur and Lancelot doubling the number of stacks as well. So not as powerful as we've seen before, because we've only got the 4 Soul Eaters. But we do have the 5 Mystifiers as well on this team. Again, you can take out Cleo, and you can have in another Mystifier. Really, you only need 2 for this team to function properly. But again, it's relatively easy when you get Lancelot in the middle. Lancelot needs to get in the middle. So let's just go here. So Lancelot, he's done 15 million damage. It's the corrode that's done the most damage. He's always going to be the corrode. Paired with that artifact that I was telling you about. Again, very powerful. And you can run through the entirety of Nightmare, I suspect, with this setup. So let's just go full whack. Let's go full Soul Eaters. Pop in Hades, and then we can pop in Cleo as well. Does that work? Yeah, we get 4 Mystifiers, 3 Royals, 3 Protectors, 5 Soul Eaters, 2 Celestials, 2 Deviants, and then, yeah, that's absolutely fine. We would have Mystifiers active, but, there we go. We would have Mystifiers active, but the Soul Eaters has overridden it. So I think we can go ahead and skip these now. We'll skip this all the way through to 60. We'll build a couple more teams. We'll build another team, hopefully get to 70, and then we should be able to power through. So we'll see where we're up to with 60. I think that's the Valiant's mission. So that's the Snake King. That will be a boss at stage 70. Again, so that's stage 3. Absolutely fine. And we'll keep powering through, because we're up to 14 minutes at the moment. I know, yeah, sticking with me for quite a long haul, aren't you? But yeah, we should power through these now. Snake King, I don't think it matters altogether too much. Yeah, round 2, don't think it matters. Again, I've done previous videos where I've beaten that Snake King. I've even got a preset. Let me show you the preset. Oh, are we supposed to be on another team now? Apparently so. Apparently it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is Phantoms. If you want to know a good Phantom team, you can go into your Soul Eaters here, and you can build a Phantom team within here, I believe. You've got Anubia is Phantom. You can have Dahlia as well. Dahlia as well. I don't think there is any other Phantom on this team. Let's check on here. There's more enchanters on this team. You have one Phantom on here, so you could build a an Enigma's team as well, but again, it is what it is. So we'll carry on. We'll push through with this team. Again, if you do want to get that, you just need to have one Phantom in the team. That could be Dooms. That could be Avengers, the biggest Phantom team. You could even just have an Elmer in this front slot with Undying Shield, and you should be able to push through with enough damage on there. Oops, A up. So we're just going to push through now. Hopefully it won't take too long to get through 60 to 70, and then hopefully we'll get to stage... what I might do, in fact, I might stop at 74 and then release a separate video on stage 75 talking about the different team builds that you can go for. At this point, my units are going to be too tough. They're going to be too tough for the bosses for this particular mission set, and they're more accustomed to the hell level difficulty. I think that's where I'm going to struggle, is in the hell difficulty, but it is what it is. So we'll pop in. We'll keep pushing through. Again, if you want to know how to beat some of these teams specifically, just use Soul Eaters. I would really suggest Soul Eaters is the way forward all the way through Nightmare. You can just push through, even taking out Cleo, taking out... yes, you can take out Cleo, you can take out Mulan, doesn't matter. You can take out Hades. You could build a team very similar to, I think, this will be absolutely fine. Let's pop you in. Let's pop you and pop you in. These 3 DD units are some of the most common DD units within the game, and you will definitely be able to beat these stages with this team setup. Specifically having Lancelot in the middle, he'll absorb the rest of them. He's got the Protector synergy with Bastet and with Gwyn as well. So here, 3 of our units will go down, and then it will just be Lancelot and whoever, Bastet in this case, applying those corrode stacks like mad. It is just crazy to see, especially how much damage you do on that first shot. Just mental, absolutely just mental. So we get our relics to trigger before anybody has really done any attacks. The physical defense goes down, corrode, magical defense as well. All of the buffs get doubled with that artifact. So yeah, this is stage 69, by the way. Nice. Right, okay, let's jump into stage 70. This will be the Snake King again. The preset team that I used, just a normal Valiantist team, absolutely fine. Same relics, just standard relics. Splash Axe, Undying Shield, the Healing Spear, the double ult, or Pursuit Dart. We've got additional crit, and we've got increased attack. So Splash Axe, Undying Shield, Healing Spear, Pursuit Dart, crit, and attack. Again, this shouldn't be too difficult, but I think what I'll do is I'll wrap it up at stage 74, and I'll do a separate video for stage 75. It's going to be very, very... I think it's going to be quite simple for me, but it might not be for you, so, tune into that. Yeah, so round 2, absolutely fine. Leandra to do the most. Leandra, very powerful unit. You should be picking her up as often as you can. She provides so much utility with the Holy Shield stacking. It's absolutely fantastic. Getting her up to 7 stars and then potentially 8 stars for the Protector synergy. Absolutely fine. So this is Avengers. This is going to be a bit of a slower team, but not really. So we'll jump in. The best Avengers team in the game currently, I believe, would be something along the lines of this. So you've got two Monarchs. Ooh, or you had two Monarchs. You have three Phantoms as well. And then you would use... There we go. You would use Chest. And you would use the Sphere. Many people do not rate the Sphere. The reason I enjoy the Sphere is because of that secondary passive there. So Stardust Sphere releases its power when any unit on either side dies, increases all allies' max HP by 10%, stacks up to 6 times. It grants you a heal as well. But yeah, for me, it increases Althea's HP by 50%, but it also increases everybody else's HP by up to 60%. If you don't have that, you just pop this in. Absolutely fine. We will go for Blades of Chaos, actually, and then we'll go for Hand of Tyr as well. Hand of Tyr, the most epic of relics. You can pop you in. We will not need... Yeah, well, in fact, we'll have all of these. What we'll do, instead of using Nerissa, for me, personally, I find Sal to be better than Nerissa. The Phantom synergy is fantastic. I love that Phantom synergy. What I do not like, specifically, is how weak she is. Like, they need to... So, Aphrodite, for example. Aphrodite has a very similar effect to Nerissa. You would run Nerissa in this spot, or in the same spot as Sal, for this team in particular. But with the introduction of Aphrodite, she's just effectively removed Nerissa from this team. Unless you want to build two Avengers teams, in which case you would go with Mavis, you would go with Aphrodite, and you would go with Albert as well, because they're the three Monarchs on that team. You would have Sal, and you would have Persephone as your backup team. And then you could run Janna, Althea, Nerissa, potentially Arkdina, something along those lines. So Janna here, not doing altogether too much damage, but enemies have not hurt any of our units just yet. So we have removed those debuffs as well. You see how Sal is in the front here for me? The reason that I put Sal in the front is primarily so that he can take as much damage as possible. And the reason for that is because I want Sal to take as much damage as possible, so that... well, he's not coming back anytime soon, is he? I want him to take... Oh! So this is 7. Alright, well, this is making a short. You watch out. This is going to be a short. You can see a loon right there. I wonder if it'll happen again. No, it's classed as already stolen. Shame. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, Blades of Chaos, one of the best relics in the game. And they've redone it effectively with Spear. So you can go, not Spear, with the banner, Flame Banner. If, say for example, you go Flame Banner into Blades of Chaos, into Hand of Tyr, into Flame Banner, into Blades of Chaos, you will effectively have crazy amounts of damage. Not crazy amounts of damage, you will have crazy amounts of... so slow. But you'll have crazy amounts of... what was I saying? Can't remember. Right, Sal's down. We'll go ahead, skip through. So it's Janna going to be the most. Yep, Janna. She builds up over time. She's a quiet one. She is a quiet one. Yeah, it is what it is. What we're going to do, just going to skip through. If it'll load. Oh, way up. There we go. So round 14, yeah, much slower than previous iterations. Now, do we have We have one. No, we don't. 1, 2, 3. We do, technically. So let's just build this team instead. Let's take you out. And let's pop Wu in. So as you can see, I've still got 4 out of... so in fact, I'll take you out, and then we can pop in... you. Yeah, so we still get our 3 Avengers. So you can use Orion, you can use Althea, Corolla, Aphrodite, and Wu, and you will have 2 Glorians, and you will have 3 Avengers in this case. So what you can do is take out Blades of Chaos, and you can pop in. There we go. And that will give you your 2 stars below your Glorians and your 2 stars below your Avengers, giving both buffs to the different synergies respectively. This is a team that you can run. Again, I'm not too fond of it. I'm not particularly too fond of the... I mean, I love Sal. Sal is probably my favourite unit in the game because his red rune, well, his runes in general are just... what do you call it? His runes in general are infinite. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that Sal's runes are literally infinite. There we go. Pop you... Yep, pop you in the corner, pop you in the front. In fact, we'll pop Aphrodite in the front. And what I mean by his runes are infinite is that there is no cap on it. So say, for example, you have Catherine. Her limit is, I think... no, sorry, Audrey. Her healing is 50 million. So she will increase her attack up to 50 million based on healing received when she is at full health. That's the overheal effect. Sal's runes work differently. Sal's runes allow him to, when he takes damage, when he heals back up, he converts 20% of that. So that healing that we just received right there doesn't increase his attack. What does increase his attack is when this Holy Shield disappears. So like Aphrodite here, she is very, very low, a very, very low health. What happens is when Sal heals all that up, like we've just seen Aphrodite do here, that's when his attack increases. So when you've got him on the back row and Elma in this front slot, the enemies can just keep hitting you, and Sal will eventually build up enough attack to take out the enemies. Because that's how much he is healing. Yeah, so 190 million there, not too much. It's really quite low, those numbers. I know it doesn't sound low, 190 million, but it really is. It's quite low. Oh, Persephone down. Shame. It is what it is, though. Yeah, so we're doing a fair bit of damage here. Let's go ahead and skip through. I'm honestly, I'm over the Avengers. I am. And then what we'll do, we'll finish up at 74. So this will be the last one. I'm not sitting through another 15 rounds, however long it's going to be. 8 rounds, yeah. So that's it. And what I'll do is I'm going to make quite a short video on stage 75 specifically, because a lot of people have said that they are struggling with stage 75. So I will catch you guys in the next one. If you like the content, please do subscribe. Really trying to get up to that 1,000 subscriber mark so I can start earning a little bit of money, so that my wife can stop pestering me. Why are you spending so much time playing this game, recording these videos? It's because I love this game and I very much enjoy it. But I can't do it without you guys subscribing, so please do, and let me know down below in the comments what you think of the team setups that I've run so far. You have a great day.